Well, hello YouTube! Hey guys, it's Fletch. Welcome back to the Big Sky Tactical Channel here in Big Sky Country, also known as Montana. Today, guys, we are going to be doing a little mini review. It's not really a full review. It's not really a first look. It's kind of in between, so we're going to call it a mini review. The ElZetta ZFH1500 Tactical Light Mount. So stick around. We'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. I do greatly appreciate it. I know that you have other things you could be doing today, and I appreciate you investing your time watching my video. And I do lots of product reviews like this, and also videos on preparedness and whatnot. So if that sounds like something that might be of value to you, please subscribe and stick around. Alright guys, so again, what we're looking at here is the ElZetta ZFH1500 Tactical Light Mount. And as you can see here, with the design of this tactical light mount, it mounts around the A post, or H post as people like to call it, of your front sight. And also, if you have a bayonet lug, it also wraps around that. So you are sacrificing your bayonet lug if you decide that you want to go with a light mount like this. Now the first thing that, if you've been around the AR-15 battery of arms for any length of time, that you're probably going to be thinking to yourself is, hey Fletch, that looks like that might be a pretty good design and everything, but gosh, you know, that is right off the front sight post, and you know, that thing's going to get really stinking hot and it's going to melt. No, actually it's not. That is made out of glass-filled nylon or polymer, and I don't know if it's, you know, the military grade 30% glass-filled or not. I wasn't able to verify that before doing this video, but if I can get an answer on that before I actually publish this to YouTube, I will annotate it in on the screen, and you can see if it's 30% glass filled or not. I'm guessing that it is. So it can stand the extreme temperatures. Now, someone's probably going to want to ask, is like, okay, well, what flashlight is that on there? Because ElZetta also makes a very good tactical light, the ZFL M60. And it's like a 230 lumen tactical light that will obviously go with this. That particular light right there is not the ZFL M60. That is a MacLeod tactical light that's in there. So if those of you that are wondering, now you'll know. But the suggested retail price, or MSRP, for the mount is about 30 bucks. While I was doing some testing with this M&P 15 Sport that it happens to be mounted on right here, I really liked it. I prefer to have my tactical light mounted on the center axis of my rifle. The rifle that I regularly use, you know, I've got a Fab Defense on there, and that's what I regularly use. And the nice part about that is you can just, you know, press forward like this and it actuates your light. Well, you can do the same thing with the ElZetta there, and you can either, you know, press the tail cap actuator, or just simply push forward on your lanyard here and it will activate it as well. So and if you've never had any experience in, like, you know, clearing buildings, and especially very, very large open buildings and things like that, like a warehouse or something like that, there is a lot of advantages to having your weapon light, or your tac light, on the center axis of the rifle. I see a lot of people that have their lights mounted back in here, and if you do that, something that you need to be aware of is that when you do that, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be throwing a shadow on the opposite side of your weapon. Now, if it's in a confined space like a hallway or something like that, and you're never going to, be in an area that's larger than that, probably not such a big deal. However, if you are in a large open area outside or like a warehouse or something like that, that shadow is going to be an issue at some point. I'm speaking from experience here, and just be aware of that. I always prefer to have my weapon on a center axis. But anyways, again, from my experiences so far with the ElZetta, I really like it. It is a very durable, well-made product. It does also have a couple of upgrades or features that you can get with it. One is a QD or quick disconnect that you can get with it as well. And the second is that there is a thumb nut that you can get on there, so that if you're, as an example, if you wanted to try to do like a duty light or something like that, a light that you're carrying on your waist or something like that, or if your light were to go down for whatever reason, you could hot swap out your light, like take out an extra light from your kit and put it in the mount. They have that available as well. Give me just a second here, and I'll show you the other side of it and what it looks like. Alright, so here is the other side. And like I mentioned earlier, they do also have a quick disconnect or a QD system that would typically mount right in here. And it's a different mount than this one. Obviously, this one is just your base model. But they do also make that so your QD would just snap in right in this area. And right here is the tension band that's on there. And they have a thumb nut that you can get that would go in there, and that would hold it in place. Now, one thing that I will tell you that I have found with this light is that when you mount this bad boy in here on these mounting screws, you definitely need and want to put some Loctite on there. This is a weapon that I was using to do some testing on, and before I returned it, I wanted to do the right thing and clean it up for my friend that allowed me to use this. And so I was just kind of going through, making sure that everything was still in good shape and cleaning it and whatnot. And all four of these mounting screws had worked their way loose. So, and there's no Loctite on them. So I will tell you that is something that you want to make sure that you've done. Is it a big deal? No, it's not. As long as you put some blue Loctite on there, I have every confidence it'll be just fine. I'm just saying that when you mount it on there, be absolutely positive you put blue Loctite on there. I doubt seriously you'll ever have an issue with it. Just make sure you put the blue Loctite on there. But again, it is a very robust design. Again, I suspect it's the 30% glass-filled nylon, so it is very tough, very strong. The weapon did take a few diggers during testing, and so the mount held up just fine. Like I said, it is a very strong polymer glass-filled composite. So I think that probably I will be looking at the possibility of getting one of these for one of my weapon systems as well. So again, it is a very robust design, and I am a big fan of having your tactical light on the center axis rather than being on the side, on either side. All right, well, here in just a second, I'll give you an idea of what it looks like when the ElZetta is on the rifle, and it's you're actually using your tactical light. So give me a second here, we'll get the camera moved around, we'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So again, here is the ElZetta ZFH1500 mounted on, this has to be an M&P 15 Sport, but the AR-15 platform or battery of arms. And if you want to employ, and by the way, this of course is a clear weapon, and this is a safe direction, but when you're using it and you want to actuate the light, you simply just push forward either on your sling mount here, and it will hit the tail cap of your light. Or if you're using like a one-point sling that will be mounted up here around your castle nut, you could just simply slide your finger forward and actuate your light like that. And like I mentioned earlier, I do prefer to have my light on the center axis, and so I think this is a great option for that. And made in the USA, it is very lightweight, you know, as far as you know, a light mount goes, because it is, you know, the glass-filled nylon or polymer, and it is a good value. You know, MSRP at about 30 bucks. So go check it out and see if it works for you, and let us know. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time today. I hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you next time.